With 9 sets already released in the West, the One Piece card game seems to never stop attracting new players and collectors to it. For most of these newcomers though, it might be difficult to catch up with all the expansions that came out over these almost 2 years. Before celebrating its English version's second anniversary with the release of OP-09 in December, which will be incredible, the One Piece TCG will release PRB-01 on November 8th, and this set might just be what new players and collectors who can't or don't want to get all the cards from previous sets are looking for. But is PRB-01 officially named the best, standing up to its name? Can it be interesting for older collectors as well? That's what we'll discuss today. Hello internet and welcome to my channel, TCG Monkey here. So as I was saying, PRB-01 is a great opportunity for new players and collectors to at least partially catch up with veterans, as it includes 110 cards from previous sets, ranging from OP-01 to OP-06, decks and promos. The set breaks down to 30 alternate art Dawn cards, which we will discuss later, 4 promo cards, 23 commons, 25 uncommons, 21 rares, 29 super rares, 8 secret rares, and 1 leader card, Sanji, which is the only new card added to the game. It's the perfect occasion for newcomers to get their hands on many awesome cards, such as super rares and secret rares, without necessarily opening hundreds of packs from the first 6 sets. Okay, that's awesome for new collectors and players, right? But what about older collectors who already completed their collection? Well, first of all, let's talk about the 30 alternate art Dawns. In PRB-01 there are 30 unique Dawn illustrations, each representing a specific character, but it doesn't end here. For each Dawn card there are 3 different rarities: the normal Dawn card with no effect whatsoever but the illustration, a foiled version with textures similar to alternate arts, and a gold version with golden borders and golden finishes. You can find a guaranteed normal Dawn card in each booster pack, while you can find a foiled Dawn card each booster box. Golden Dawns are much rarer, with a pull rate of 1 each case. I really think this is a great addition to the game, as I love some of these Dawn illustrations. Instead of having a scene from the manga, as it was done up to this point for all our Dawns, we have an illustration where, in most cases, there are some elements of the character in question illustrated on the card, like for Moria, ALL, Sabo, and Ace, which in their golden version pop out even more. Although I have to say that my favorite Dawns of the bunch are probably Zoro and Kaido, with the first one striking through the Dawn ideograms and the second one ascending to the stormy sky. Before continuing with the video, if you enjoy this type of content, I kindly ask you to like the video and subscribe to the channel, to help me grow and bring you better content. Also, leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts about this set. Thank you! Another reason for older collectors to get excited about PRB-01 is the 61 alternate arts of older cards added in this set. Many of them have brilliant artworks, such as Law, Katakuri, Luffy, and Ryuma. PRB-01 also introduces the new Pirate Foil, which is basically the One Piece version of the reverse holo effect of Pokemon cards. All of the promos, commons, uncommons, and rares can be found with this new foil, adding a little more spice to the collecting aspect of OPTCG. Promos, commons, uncommons and rares can all also be found in their full art version, but in this case I don't particularly like the choice, as it's basically an extension of the original artwork. PRB-01 also introduces the new Manga Rare Nami, and brings back all the previous Manga Rares from OP-01 to OP-06, and including EB-01. This is probably what everyone wanted to hear. It seems to be confirmed that Shanks, Ace, Sogeking, Sabo, Luffy, Law, Kid, Zoro and Chopper can all be found in this set's booster packs. Hearing about the reprint of the most sought after cards from each set could drive some collectors insane, especially if they just got their hands on them, as prices will probably decrease. And I said probably, because for most of them there are ways to distinguish the reprint from their first print version. Manga Rare's reprints from OP-01 to OP-03 can be easily identified by the star above the rarity symbol, something that was only added from OP-04 onwards. Sabo should have a little watermark on the reprinted version, so it will also be distinguishable from its first version. I honestly haven't seen the watermark anywhere from the pictures I was able to gather, but I've read it multiple times, so I'm still reporting this. From OP-05, Kid will have the reminder text for its blocker effect that it previously didn't have, and Luffy also has a reminder text on its main effect that it previously didn't have, making both of them easily distinguishable from their first print version. The problem comes with Chopper from EP-01, Law from OP-05 and Zoro from OP-06, as these cards don't seem to have any different trait from their first print version, making them apparently indistinguishable. I wasn't able to find any verified, or at least reliable information about their pull rates, so it's impossible for me to say whether they're easier to find or not. Pull rates for PRB-01 booster packs are quite nice. In each pack you're guaranteed one normal Alt Art Dawn card, one super rare or secret rare, one pirate foil card, and if you're lucky, instead of getting a second pirate foil, you'll get a full art or an alt art. These will probably make the pack opening experience for PRB-01 the best we had so far, as you're basically getting hits in any pack you open. PRB-01 booster packs have an MSRP, which is the suggested price they should be sold at by retailers, of $5.49, which is slightly more than a normal booster pack, but this is due to the increased number of rare cards you can find in each of them. Now let's go through the biggest hits of this set. Previous sets Manga Rares aside, the biggest hit you can find here is for sure Manga Nami. The price of the Japanese Manga Rare Nami is roughly $400, and it has decreased substantially since the set was released in its native country, coming down from more than $800. But this has to be expected, as normally most cards drop in value a little after their release. Furthermore, OP-09 has been available since August 31st in Japanese, so the main focus for Japanese One Piece collectors is probably on that. The following hits are all Golden Dawns, as they are somewhat unique and very difficult to pull. The most expensive one is Zoro's Golden Dawn at $130, followed closely by Luffy's Golden Dawn at $110, while Ace's and Kaido's Golden Dawns are priced at roughly $65 each. All the characters' alt arts are below $25 at the moment. Almost all full arts are priced below $10, while foiled Dawn cards have a value of roughly $5. I assume English cards to have higher prices as it usually is, but I think this might give you a general idea of the value that cards in this set may have. As a One Piece collector since the release of OP-01, at first I wasn't very thrilled at the idea of getting a set full of reprints of older cards. But when I heard about the 30 Alt Art Dawn cards and then I saw the artworks, I was very excited and couldn't wait to get my hands on them. The fact that they come in 3 different rarities and the golden ones are that tough to find made me a bit frustrated at the fact that I probably won't complete the master set, but also thrilled at the idea of possibly finding one. I think that the pirate foil is a nice addition, at least from a collecting point of view, and gives new life to overlooked cards. But I can't say the same for full arts. I really don't understand why, in a set with these many alt arts, there was the need to add cards with a slightly enlarged artwork. I feel like they are unnecessary and don't add anything, and make the completion of a master set very annoying, if not impossible. And lastly, what do you think about the reprint of the Manga Rares? I want to know your opinion in the comments down below, as I'm very curious. I personally think that it's great, as many more people will have the chance to add them in their collection, either because they find them in packs or have the chance to buy them, as I expect prices to drop at least by a little. I honestly feel bad for true collectors who recently bought them and had to make sacrifices to do so, while I can't say the same for scalpers, but I believe lower prices will benefit the OPTCG community overall, as collecting cards in the end is just a nice hobby and it should be accessible to as much people as possible. That was it for today's video. Thank you for watching up to this point and see you next time. TCG Monkey out.